Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. So a couple of weeks ago it leaked that the spiritual successor to Cartoon Network Punchtime Explosion is coming in the form of Multiversus, a new Warner Brothers, Smash Brothers-like fighting game that we can assume is coming in the not too distant future, just based on the fact that we actually got a leaked image of the character selection screen where it showed us some of the fighters that will be in the game, including some representatives from Cartoon Network such as Finn and Jake and Steven Universe. So today in this video I wanted to take a look at 10 fighters that I'd like to see make their way into Multiversus from different Cartoon Network original shows. When we get to each and every fighter, I will give you my reasoning why I want to see them in the game, as well as how likely it is that we will see them in the game. And before we actually get into the list, one more thing I will add is we don't know right now if it's only going to be modern Cartoon Network shows or current ongoing shows that are going to be represented in this game, or if they're going to take from past former Cartoon Network original series as well. But I'm going to make this video under the assumption that they're looking at the entire Cartoon Network library of shows from all the way back in the early 2000s to all the way in the current day being today. So without further ado, let's get into this. So first and foremost, I think that Gumball Waterson should be in this game. I kind of think it's a no-brainer, honestly, just because of how popular The Amazing World of Gumball is, that we're going to get a representative from this series. So who else is a better representative for The Amazing World of Gumball than Gumball himself? So I do think that Gumball Waterson is a lock for this game, but the thing is The Amazing World of Gumball is so popular that I don't think we're going to get one fighter from The Amazing World of Gumball. I think we're going to get two fighters from The Amazing World of Gumball, and like Finn and Jake, who else goes better together than Gumball and Darwin? So I think Gumball will be his own fighter, and I also think we will get Darwin as his own fighter as well. And like I said, I think it's a lock that we will be getting a representative from The Amazing World of Gumball, and I think that Gumball and Darwin are two highly likely characters to make it into this game. So next up, with our third pick of the day, I think that Ben 10 is definitely going to be in this game. I feel like he's a lock for this game. What we just don't know is how is Ben going to be in this game? What form is he going to take place? Are they going to make it the reboot Ben? Are they going to make it the Omniverse Ben? Are they going to make it the original series Ben, or somewhere in between? If I had to guess, I think there's one of two ways they could go about this. I think they could either do the classic original series Ben Tennyson, in addition to there being the reboot Ben Tennyson in the game. So that way you have two representatives of Ben, where you have the original classic continuity Ben, and you also have the reboot continuity Ben, which is obviously the most recent iteration of Ben Tennyson. I also think there's another way to go about this. I think it is possible we don't see Ben Tennyson in the launch roster for this game. I think it's possible that they hold off on adding Ben to the game until the 6th iteration of this series comes out. Whatever the 6th iteration of Ben 10 is, I could see that version of Ben Tennyson being in this game, and I honestly think that this is the most likely way that Cartoon Network and Warner Media will go about handling Ben in this game. I think they're going to hold off on it, make it some paid DLC down the line where we get the new 6th iteration version of Ben Tennyson in this game. Coming in at number 4, I think that Samurai Jack has a pretty decent chance of getting into this game. The reason I say this is because Samurai Jack would not only be representing Cartoon Network, but he would also be representing Adult Swim as well, given that Samurai Jack Season 5 premiered on Adult Swim. So I feel like they're going to want to definitely get some more Adult Swim representatives in this game besides Rick from Rick and Morty. So what is a better character to do than Samurai Jack? When Samurai Jack Season 5 came out, everybody was talking about it. It was one of the most watched shows on Adult Swim. So why not have Samurai Jack in this game? So not only can he represent Adult Swim, but he can also represent Cartoon Network. Coming in at number 5, I think that Grimm from the Grimm Adventures of Billy and Mandy should be in this game. Grimm is obviously a great character from a classic Cartoon Network series, and I feel like he'll translate well into a fighting game. We have already seen him in Cartoon Network Punchtime Explosion and in the Billy and Mandy video game back from the early 2000s, so I feel like he's a no-brainer for this game. But how likely is it that Grimm will actually make the cut? Obviously, it does depend on whether or not Warner Media and Cartoon Network are going to put some older shows into this game, where I think Grimm would be a great representative for an older Cartoon Network series. But at the same time, they just rejected the new Grimm Adventures of Billy and Mandy movie, so are they really going to want to put Grimm into this game? That's why, as much as I'd love to see Grimm in this game, and I think he should be there, I don't know how likely it is that he'll make the cut. Next up at number 6, we have Mordecai from Regular Show. I feel like Regular Show really needs to have some representation in this game, and what better character to throw in there than Mordecai? Mordecai obviously is one of the main characters of Regular Show, and I feel like he would translate well into this fighting game, especially given that we're getting both Finn and Jake, so why not throw in Mordecai in there as well, since Regular Show was one of those shows that really carried Cartoon Network through the 2010s, obviously alongside Adventure Time, The Amazing World of Gumball, and Steven Universe. How likely is this? I kinda honestly don't think that Regular Show is going to have any representation in this game, but I really think it should. Reason I say I don't think Regular Show is going to be in this game at all is just because Cartoon Network kinda doesn't really treat Regular Show that well, honestly, as of late. Since the series ended, we hear nothing about the series. It seems like Cartoon Network just wanted to move on and forget about it. But with that being said, I would love to see Mordecai in this game, and if Mordecai does make the cut, then why not have Rigby in the game as well? So coming in at number 7, we have Rigby from Regular Show. Why not have Rigby if you're having Mordecai? If we're having Finn and we're having Jake, and for argument's sake, let's say Gumball and Darwin both make the cut as well, then Rigby should be in this game as well as Mordecai, because obviously they're like the dynamic duo of Regular Show. Same thing goes with Mordecai. I don't know how likely this is, but these are two characters that I would love to see in this game. Speaking of Adventure Time, I think we're going to have another representative from Adventure Time in this game, but who will that character be? I'd love to see Ice King make it into this game just because he's a great character from the Adventure Time universe, and I feel like he'd bring some unique powers and fighting styles to him, given that he can fly and also obviously he has ice powers as well. Maybe Gunther, he uses him in some of his moves and stuff like that, but I definitely think that Ice King should make it into this game. How likely is this? I think this is one of the more likely characters, honestly. I 100% think we will get a third, maybe even a fourth fighter from Adventure Time, and I can't think of someone better from the show to have in this game than Ice King. Coming in at number 9, I think that we should have some Infinity Train representation in this game, but what might come as a surprise to you guys is I don't think it should be Tulip. I don't think it should be 1-1 either. I actually think it should be the Steward from Infinity Train. Now, some of you may be asking yourselves, wait, who is the Steward? I kind of forgot. Well, you can see an image of the Steward on screen now, but it basically was that robot creature that attacks Tulip in season 1, and obviously we see the Steward in the following seasons as well. But you might be asking yourself, DC Network, out of all of the characters you could pick from Infinity Train, why on earth would you pick the Steward? The reason why is because I feel like the Steward would offer a unique fighting style in this game. It would be, a robot, obviously, which isn't something that we don't currently have in the roster of this game. Obviously, the physical shape of the Steward is drastically different than any of the other fighters in this game. It's not a humanoid character. It's going to have a completely different fighting style and moveset than any other fighter in this game. That's why I think the Steward would be a great choice for this game. But unfortunately, I really don't think Infinity Train is going to have any representation in this game just because Cartoon Network canceled the show. I doubt they're going to be putting it into their new fighting game. Now, last but not least, coming in at number 10, we have the Powerpuff Girls. So I'm grouping in Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles into this final character for today's video, just because I feel like we're gonna get one of them, if not all three of them, as three separate fighters. I just don't know how Cartoon Network is going to handle this. The reason why I say this is because honestly, I could see them putting in all three of them as separate fighters just because of how popular the Powerpuff Girls was, and obviously it is still on Cartoon Network's mind since they are making a live action Powerpuff Girls sequel series or spin-off series or whatever you want to call it. So I feel like we are definitely going to see some representation from the Powerpuff Girls in this game. It's just a matter of, will they put one character out of Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup in this game, or will they put all three of them in as separate fighters, or maybe even they make it like the Pokemon trainer in Super Smash Bros., where they're one fighter but you can switch between them at any given point. I could see them also doing something like that. So anyways, those are 10 characters that I think should be in Multiversus. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this list. Who do you want to see in Multiversus? And in addition to that, let me know in the comment section if you want me to make a part 2 to this video, because there's a lot more Cartoon Network characters that I think should be in this game. So let me know down in the comment section below if you want to see part 2 sometime in the near future. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.